Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Right to the 3.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
20.
They will go for it. Now Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Now Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pat Tillman, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Watch safety twist.
On first down, Peyton. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Cunningham to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check 24, check 24. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Wide, get wet. Greg. 50. Mike's 50. Hey, they scared. Jim.
On 1st and 10, Newton buying time to his left. Now this is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Gun. Tighten up. Big Ed. No. Gun. Slam. Slow it on it. Fresno.
From the red zone now, Newton eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Great.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
You bet. Express.
Newton on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He may try, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton keeping it himself from 7 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Ready? Ready?
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Hey, get him.
They'll try and run forward with Bo. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And all the way in for the touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 65 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back. Mike's 50. Stop your whining.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Ready? Look at it. 20. Check. Kill. Turn. Check your heart rate. Express. Check. 20. 8. Watch the shot. Check the backer. 25.
Newton on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. 20. 20.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Motion.
To throw, it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Check, 59.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touch. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Yellow. On the way. Switch. Watch the ship. Attack. Watch the ship.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Check. Showing up. You go tight. You got tight.
Out of the gun, Newton. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 52 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
What we got? Hey, 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll run on first down. Peyton. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Let's go, defense.
On second and 11 now. Vick. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Kevin Green coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Motion backfield.
Third and long for Vick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.